Alright, YouTube. This is the second vlog in a couple of this big series that I'm starting, this channel. Hopefully it takes off, but I know the sound quality is still shit. I'm working on getting a mic and all that, but I figured I'd do an unboxing for the first couple pieces to add on to this STI project that I have going on, and then I'll follow this up in the next couple days when I get back home after I go out of town to it'll be all the install videos. So this is all stuff from Rally Sport Direct. It costs a little bit, but let's start off with this unboxing. See if I can do it without cutting myself. The STI that I have now is already built as far as the engine goes. I have intake and not a crazy turbo, just an FP green, but I'll go more into that. I'll do a little thing on my car and what it has in it and all that stuff. But right now it's more suspension focused mods, suspension and braking, because that's where I was lacking. First I have the Rally Armor mud flaps. My car already has mud flaps on it, but for whatever reason the front ones weren't on there when I bought it. So I figured I'd go and get some other ones. They look a little bit better. The other ones are kind of beat up. The car's from Vermont, so I don't need this. Then this one is the White Line. Let's see, I got a couple things from White Line. Let's see which one this is. This is the anti-lift kit that I got from them. Sorry for the camera angle. I'm still trying to get a little bit better at this. There's nothing special in here. Like I said, it's the White Line anti-lift kit, so it's just the hardware. And then I'm not familiar with the anti-lift kits in general. I just did some reading up and they recommend it, so I figured while I was getting everything else I might as well just add the extra. I think it was like $200 or something. I figured I'd just add it, so there's not much to see in there. I'll get more in depth, like I said, when I go to, I'll look some more stuff up so I can give you guys some accurate stats on like what they do and everything like that. But I mean, I've been more simple bolt-ons in the past, so this is new territory for me. I never really focused on this part of the suspension, mostly coilovers and stuff. So, in the install videos, I'll get more in depth with that stuff. I'm not sure which one this is. I think this is the Killer Bee engine dress up. Just because, I mean, my shopping cart at the time when I bought this was already at a pretty decent amount, so I just kind of said fuck it and picked up some extra stuff because I think it was like $100 for the combo. I'm not really into like the looks of my car, more into performance-based stuff, but like I said, the cart was already up so high. I went with the Rally Armor mud flaps and this little dress-up kit. Get this open. I had this on my other STI before I sold it, and I liked them because they're not crazy expensive and it's nothing over the top. I'm not going to put carbon fiber little pieces on and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not that crazy into weight savings because I feel like if you're going to go with a carbon fiber alternator cover or something stupid, it's going to save you half of a pound. You might as well just fucking lose a half pound at the gym. And there's your weight reduction right there. It's not worth the extra money. I'd rather buy performance parts than go with that kind of shit. But I mean, who knows? In the future, if you guys want it, maybe I'll look into something like that. I'm just not big on carbon fiber. I think it's a little bit overpriced. Phone going off. But here's a little view on this. Just red, nothing crazy. And then I don't need to unwrap this one, but this is just the radiator one. And then what is this? The rear strut tower, I think, is in this one. This is the White Line rear strut tower. I have the front strut tower already. So I figured I'd get the rear one as well and just finish up the combo deal. It's nothing crazy, it's just silver, there's no colors or anything. I just grabbed the first one that I saw on there that matched the one in the front as far as the brands go, because I don't know, anal like that, I guess. Alright, the next box, I think I know what's in these boxes, but I can't quite remember. I don't have the packing slip over there, but whatever. This is, yeah, that's what I thought. These ones. I got the camber bolt kit. I'm not really sure why, because I'm not really interested in installing them yet until I get my coilovers. But, and then I got the, which one is this? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I got the, are these the front or the rear ones? These look like the rear ones. The rear end links from White Line. Just because the ones that come stock on there, if you haven't seen them before, they're super flimsy. And I'll show you a comparison in the when I do the install video, because those are pretty quick to install. It's nothing crazy. And then I went with, it's a whole set of the StopTech Street. Let me get the actual name for you in case you guys are interested in it. It's the StopTech. Oh, there it is. Power slot, slotted front and rear rotors with semi-metallic brake pads. It comes as a whole set on Rally Sport. I think it's like $200, but it's just because I was having my brakes were getting a little bit old, so my car is a little bit higher mileage, and I just figured I'd go and grab some decent brakes instead of just going back to the OEM stuff. And just see what was out there. These are on my last STI. I don't know, I kind of stick with what I know just because there's so many brands out there now, and some people make shit and some people make good stuff, and I've had good experience with StopTech, so I went back to them again. I'm only going to cut into one because I'm not going to be installing these until I get back. But they're nice. They're just slotted. I mean, you don't really need drilled rotors like when you're doing daily driving like I am. Plus, I mean, now with the different materials they use brakes with, you don't really have those gases to vent anyways. But unless you're driving hard as fuck, and that's not what I'm going to be doing on the road, so it doesn't even matter. For daily driving application, these are perfect. And then it has the nice black, so I'll get rid of that rusty little spot that I got going on. I went with the steel braided brake lines because the braking feel right now is getting mushy. Like I said, it's a higher mileage car, so I figured I'd replace them. I went front and back. So I'll open these up for you guys too. These are the Goodridge ones. I just wanted a little bit of a better braking feel. I figured as far as performance goes, besides like rotated turbo kits, I mean, and a little bit bigger injectors, because right now I'm only running 850s, I'd rather go for brake feel and suspension. And then hopefully something for the steering to tighten that up, but I'm still kind of searching around for what the best bang for the buck is as far as tightening up the suspension. There's not really much to see. Steel braided lines, and then I got the front and the rear. So I'll be showing an install video on those, and then I'll be reviewing like how that feels as far as braking goes. Same thing with all this stuff. I'm gonna review all of it, try to get like maybe some test footage or something for you guys to show you the differences between the two and see if it's really worth the money that you pay for them. I mean, none of this stuff is crazy expensive. Those upgrades are kind of already happened prior to me deciding I wanted to try to make a video. But I like how they've separated this stuff. This is just engine dress up radiator stuff for that the shroud that I got. I like how they separated because it looks like they did front, all the front in one box and all the rear in the other one. So you had the rear end links, the rear brake rotors and all that stuff, and on this one it's the same stuff, brake pads and rotors, but for the front, and then your front end links from Carboy. And then this should be the last thing, I think. What did I buy? Oh, the master cylinders, the parent master cylinder support. Supposedly that also helps with the braking feel. I've never tried one with the master cylinder brace before, so I have no idea. But like I said, I'll review them after I install them and let you know if it's actually worth the money, because that's actually really expensive for what it is. A piece of metal for like, I think it's like 80 bucks. I'm trying to figure out what this one is. Rear. I cannot remember what this one is. But I don't know, I can't remember what that is exactly, but it's just all suspension stuff, upgrades, like just to stiffen it up a little bit. I didn't spend like a crazy amount of money, but it was a decent amount. But my goal here is to get this stuff in the car, show you guys installation videos, and then do like kind of a review to see if it's really worth the money that you guys are paying for these parts. Because like this stuff isn't like crazy expensive, but it's still like $100 a pop for most of this stuff here, so it added up to a decent amount. And then obviously I'll show you guys the install, like the engine dress up stuff, but that's pretty straightforward. It's like 2 bolts on one thing and like 2 bolts on the other, so it's nothing crazy. We'll do the Rally Armor mud flaps. I'll probably try to get those in tonight. I have to work early in the morning, but I'll try to get that stuff in and then give you guys a little overview maybe of what's inside of my car already. And that shouldn't be too long of a video, but there's more videos to come. I'm just starting out, so give me suggestions of what you guys want to see, and then like maybe some suggestions as far as like if you guys do YouTubing yourself, like different mic and camera setups, or you know, views that you guys want to see, and then that way I can make that happen for you guys. I appreciate it, and stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, so I can kind of get this channel up and running.